Good evening. Welcome in Daily UPSC editorial audio program. Nicobar questions the Times of India. Catalyst for change. The Hindu. Now the full editorial. Nicobar questions the Times of India. More, more, more thought must go into building a major project in a fragile ecosystem. Our Environment Ministry's assurances about the impact of the Great Nicobar Naval Complex reassuring. The project, as envisaged with an eye on crucial maritime choke point, Malacca Strait, boasts geostrategic potential. It ensures India can control vital shipping lanes, protect sea lanes, silence of communication, count, counterbalance Beijing's expansion in Indian Ocean and curb Myanmar's poaching of marine resources. The national value of security imperative aside, question often raised has been do the benefits outweigh ecological and social cost and the vulnerability of the project that will sit atop a seismic zone. Concerns over conservation are inarguable. Priority must equally be to ensure security of the naval complex from earthquakes. Ministry statements that no seismic activity like the 2004 Great Earthquake is expected in the region for 420 to 750 years are puzzling. Andaman and Nicobar Island lie in a highly active tectonic zone at the intersection of major plate boundaries. Given the area's seismic history and geology, probability of no significant seismic event over such a long period as 420 to 750 years is low, experts say. For seismology and disaster preparedness, scientists advise planning for the possibility of major events rather than assuming they won't occur. The fragile Galathea Bay ecosystem, the construction site, make any large-scale development inherently damaging. The very construction over 30 years, building materials, blasting, dredging, drilling, debris will permanently alter the ecosystem, disrupt Iceland's inhabitants' lives. Influx of outsiders will drain its freshwater resources. Locals, Champagne and Nicobar tribes see themselves simply as caretakers of biodiversity and nurturers of nature. Mangroves and coral reefs, nesting sites of leatherback turtles, the latter residents of Earth since the time of dinosaurs, but keep aside conservation concern. Building complex, costly, critical naval infra in an area highly prone to natural disaster needs a second look. Catalyst for change. The Hindu. The HEMA committee report should help reform the film industry. AI different points of time come events that have the potential to shape the future. Whether these catalysts fulfill that potential to the fullest extent or not is the hands of the people in their vortex. The Justice K. Hema committee reports that studied the issue faced by women in cinema could will be one such catalyst. The three-member committee was constituted in 2017 based on a petition submitted by the Kerala-based women in cinema collective and submitted its report 2 years later. It was released last week. Several paragraphs redacted and contains unsurprising and yet disturbing revelations about the state of affairs in the film industry. Discrimination, exploitation, and sexual harassment of women. The term casting couch hatched in Hollywood has become repugnantly accepted as a euphemism of sexual favors in exchange for a role in films. Justice Hema points out that the making the exchange of sexual favors the passkey for entry into the field itself, and normalizing it and conflating it with consensual sexual activity makes the industry inherently exploitative. The report deals also with other uh, inequities that disadvantage women in a industry, including the lack of essential facilities such as toilets, changing rooms, safe transportation, and accommodation at the shooting spot, which are violative of the right to privacy, and discrimination in remuneration, and a lack of binding contractual agreements. These affects the range of women across the industry: actors, technicians, makeup artists, dancers, support staff, and particularly so women lower in the pecking orders. The way ahead is not as murky as the whole that the film industry. Here, Malayalam seems to find itself in. The government has decided to constitute a special investigation team to go into the accusations of harassment. While the government would do well to ignore the committee's recommendation on doing away with internal complaints committees for each film's project, it must act on suggestions that call for provision of essential facilities and for structural reform within the film industry, including professionalizing it. Nothing will change unless the state gets involved meaningfully in creating a equitable workspace for men and women in an industry dominated by people with great power and money, who have so far refuted the existence of such a power cartel or have remained silent. Each of the issues raised must be taken cognizance of and acted upon. As with the Me Too movement, Justice Hema's report has the potential of being a catalyst to enable scores of women to speak up. It behoves the state to ensure that their complaints are not ignored or worse still used against them. Thank you.